Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Something interesting today. Gonna, go over ranked battles and how I think they can improve it going forward. There gonna be some controversial ideas. Obviously, not everybody's going to agree with them, but in the end, it's just my opinion. So take that with a grain of salt. Take it how you want to take it, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, ranked has finished. As you can see from my ranked battles screen here, I only completed one season, and that is because I absolutely do not like playing ranked. The way it's set up now is it's so bad. It's it's not skill based at all. Well, I mean, not at all, but you get my point of what I'm trying to say. For the most part, it's not. The people who are going to be at the top are just going to be up there because they perform well, they can do that. Which is, it's good. It's how it's supposed to be. But I'd feel better fighting people that or fighting with or fighting against people that are my own skill level or higher. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But for now, the main thing that I want to go over is the chevrons. And I'll put some things up on the screen here in a second. For the winning, this is for the winning team. So for the winning team, as you can see, the left is what it is now. The right is what I think it should be going forward. So on the left, you have two top people that get double chevrons. Just the way it's going to be. Most of the time, that's going to be quad chevrons because people save their bonus games. Or if you're a good enough player, you can get through an entire division based off of just your bonus games. Then you have the five underneath them that get one chevron, and the three underneath that don't get a chevron. And I don't know. I think if you win, you should get a chevron. It, call that just handing out participation trophies, whatever. Sure, you can say that if you want to. It's just the fact you're winning the game. And a way that that could be kind of like changed is just to use like a sliding scale pretty much for it. What you would do is you get a certain amount of XP, you get a chevron. You don't get a certain amount of XP, you don't get a chevron. And I know there are going to be games where you fast cap, it's going to mess up the algorithm, but you can plan for that and account for that in algorithms or whatever you're using to calculate this. The fact is, it wouldn't be hard. They can definitely do it. I don't know why they haven't. I've seen multiple games, multiple games where there are at least 4 people with over 1,000 experience, and only 2 people get double chevrons, it's absolutely dumb. If there are 4 people that carry a game, all 4 of them deserve double chevrons, right? If everybody on the team gets over 750 experience, you should get a chevron for that. I've many times seen where the bottom 3 people on the team have 750 experience or more, and they're not getting it. They've done their own HP and damage. They've done their own HP and damage. They're not getting a chevron. That's dumb. I don't think it should be that way. They've actively contributed their own tank, at least. And I think that should be a chevron. But that's just my thoughts. You know, people have differing thoughts, like I said. People don't want it to be like participation trophies given out. I understand that. And it's a valid point. You know, you could change my thing on the right to where maybe the bottom person doesn't get a chevron. Understandable. Whatever. But I just think if you win and you get a certain amount of XP, you should just get a chevron. The double chevron thing is kind of whatever. I think if multiple people get over 1100 XP, then anyone who gets over 1100 XP should get double chevrons. But yeah, that's for the winning team, and that's my thoughts, like I said. Now, for the losing team, This is the current. You get one person who gets a chevron, the best player on the losing team. You get 3 who retain, and then you get 6 who lose a chevron. That's dumb. Over half of the team loses a chevron if you lose. Over half. Why is it over half? That's dumb. That's completely dumb. You can still make your point without making it more than half of the team losing a chevron. It's absolutely dumb. Now, my changes, this is where it's going to get a bit controversial. I don't know. The top 2 players, I think, deserve a chevron. Usually, it's at least 2 people that are trying to do something for the team. And then I made it 5 who retain. This was a bit of an odd spot for me, if I'm being honest, because I was in between 4 or 5. And I can see arguments for it being 4. And actually, thinking back on it, 4 is probably the optimal number, but I put 5 anyway. You still have 3 people losing a chevron. And the thing about the way that the performance works, retaining a chevron still hurts you. It still hurts you. It doesn't hurt as bad as losing a chevron, but it still hurts you. And that's why I think, even when you're going back to the winning team, retaining is dumb. Retaining is so dumb because it still hurts you. It still hurts you in the way they have it set up. And I don't even know, man. It's just dumb. It's super dumb. Just change it. Whatever. It is, it is what it is. Basically, it's one of those type of deals. So, anyway, coming back into the game client now. So these are by the way, the rewards still aren't out. It's a couple days after ranked end. I just want my 114 SP. Please. Anyway, if we go into the leaderboards for the season here. The season, you can see 237.5 is top by Dodo. Great player. Great things. Yeah. Go down to the Silver League cutoff. Looks like 526 people made it into Gold League. And the cutoff was 148.48%. Actually, it's 527 should have made it in as well, I think. I don't remember if there's a tiebreaker or not for that. But anyway, that's higher than the previous seasons. I think we can actually look. If we go back to Season 2 here. Yeah, 10% higher for that. About 10% higher for this. But yeah. If you were looking to get into Silver League, the cutoff was 105.56. So that's... yeah, it is what it is. I think if we go back to last season, the cutoff was below 100%. So, I don't even know, man. I really just... I don't... Anyway, back on track. We're going to get back on track with the ranked here. So, and you'll understand why I'm pulling this up in a second. This is my service record. This is my personal rating. This personal rating should have an effect in ranked. You have it there. What is it used for other than in fucking strongholds? When you're doing advances and stuff. So people on the side can see and pull you in. And you're matched up against average PR in game. You have the system in place for it, Wargaming. That is the system. You have a system in place currently in the game. It is in your game. For strongholds, advances, where it places based off of average PR. It cannot be that hard to tweak it and compile a team for ranked based off of average PR or just PR in general, where you can actually have ranked that is skill-based. Please have brackets based off of skill. Please. And another way, like, you could actually calculate things, if you really didn't want to do it off of PR, you could make a new formula or a new algorithm or whatever you want to do to where it takes into account how you're performing in ranked, and you get placed based off how you're performing in ranked based off of your damage, your spotting damage, your kills, your assistance, your capping. You can do it. Win8 calculates a lot of that already for you. You can go find the source code for that already. It's out there. You probably even use some of it already in your personal rating system. I don't even know what all personal ratings based off. I think it even takes battles into account. Actually, I'm pretty sure it takes battles into account. Again, you can see 9100 World of Tanks rating for today, by the way. Not bad, not great. Let's go look at my alt account. So this is my alt account. It has 1100 battles. Everything pretty much is higher, except for this and this. But everything else pretty much is higher. It has a 5955 rating. I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way to make everything work. I'm just saying just use the stuff you already have implemented in the game. Just use it already. Players are going to play naturally at around their personal rating or their World of Tanks rating, whatever you want to say. They're going to play naturally at around that level anyway, for the most part. There are players like me that have an extremely low PR because of the amount of battles I had and for how long I was bad at the game. But there's also, like I said, this World of Tanks rating that you already have in the game. It is a sliding scale. You can implement this. I don't know why you already have. At this point, it's 12 minutes of me just complaining about ranked. But you get my point. Those are my points. My points are: 1. Change the winning formula. Make sure everyone gets a chevron, or at least everyone but the last person. 2. Change the losing chevrons to where more than half of the team actually doesn't lose a chevron. Because retaining still hurts you. Percentage-wise, if you're going off the same system. 3. If you're really in for like a full rework, do something where it calculates where you're placed off of, based off of what you're doing in ranked. Damage, assistance, spotting, kills, capping, whatever. You can do it. It just takes some time. And finally, just give us actual skill-based matchmaking for it. I want to play against people and with people that understand what they're doing and are not in it to just YOLO. That is the most frustrating part about ranked, is when I get paired up with people who don't understand what they're doing, or don't know how to play that position, or they're just playing a Jagdpanzer through all of ranked because they want to play a Jagdpanzer through all of ranked. That's all I have. Like, that's just all I have to say. Those 4 points, please, Wargaming, at least listen to some of them. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to end the video at this point, because 14 minutes of me just going on and on complaining, and I can't keep doing it. I can't handle it. So that's where I'm gonna end the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. I'm not gonna beg you to subscribe. Do that if you want to. If you want to leave a comment saying how bad of an idea that is, that's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.